Hello, I'm David Dipple. This is Module 3, which covers decimals. It's a quick review of the materials in Module 3. It does cover most of the material that's in there, and I would like to stress that if you do have difficulty with one or more of the individual problems, go ahead and just skip over them for now. And then once you go through the skills check, if it says you still need to work on those individual sections, go ahead and go back and do that rather than trying to study it right now. Okay, on this material, first of all, if you divide 0.4 into 0.164, just take your calculator, type 0.164 divided by 0.4, and it should give you 0.41. Subtract, again, type in your calculator, 32.51 minus 18.46 should give you 14.05. Divide 31.45 divided by 50, again, just type that in your calculator, should give you 0.629. Okay, multiplication. If you have money and you're multiplying by $34.27 times 234, again, just type that in your calculator and you're going to come up with 8019.18. Okay, changing into decimals. Changing into decimals, a fraction is just a division. 7 divided by 20. It's just another formation of notation. That's all it is. So you just take 7 divided by 20, then you should get 0.35. Okay, simplify 0.42 squared. Whenever you square something, it means write it 2 times in multiplication. So that's 0.42 times 0.42. A square is just multiplication. So it's 42 times 0.42. Type that in. I believe it's 0.71764. Okay, round to tenths. You need to know your place values. This is your ones. When you cross into the decimal, that's now fractions. 3 over 10, 3 tenths. 6 hundredths, thousandths, and 10 thousandths. So if it wants tenths, that's the number 3. And then when you round it, the 3 rounds up because there's a 6 after it, which makes 1.4. Writing as a fraction, 0.45. You turn that into, you check that this is tenths and hundredths. That's 45 hundredths. Then you factor each one. 45 is 9 times 5, and 100 is 10 times 10. Okay, at this point nothing cancels, but you can factor a 10. I'm going to factor the right one. 9 times 5 over 10 times 2 times 5. These 5s will cancel, and you're left with 9 over 10 times 2, which is 20. Okay, give the specific digits. Tens, we have ones and tens, so 2 is in the tens digit. Tenths, anytime it's a th, that means it's a fraction, which is on the right side of the decimal point. So tenths is the first one, so it's 5 tenths. Hundredths is the next one, 1 of the hundredths. And then 3 would be thousandths. Okay, estimate the sum by rounding to the nearest 10. This would be 40 when you rounded it off. This would be 20 when you rounded it off. 40 plus 20 is 60. You could also take your calculator if it wanted the exact answer and type that in. Okay, arrange starting with the smallest. First, if you'll take each of these and make them, say, 3 decimal places, or 2 decimal places, since we have 2 here. Now, if you get any that match, then you need to go to 3. But since we have 2 at this point, we're going to stick with 2. 0.33 or 0.333. 0.32. 4 sevenths. If you type in your calculator 4 divided by 7, you should get 0.57, and then 0.53. So we want the start with the smallest. This is 32 is the smallest, then 33, then 53, then 57. So it's the 0.32, then 0.33, but that's actually 1/3, so you need to go back to what you started with. 0.53 was there we started, and then 0.57 came from the fraction 4 over 7. Round to the nearest cent. If we have $4.276 cents is the second decimal, which is the 7, rounds up to 0.28. Okay, simplification, if you'll just type in your calculator 452.37 plus 31.26, you should get 483.63. And estimating, we've done estimation before. If you take Okay, I apologize for that one. Estimate with front rounding, 12.4, the first digit. If you round it off, will be 10. 2.3 will round off to 2. So then we'll have 10 times 2, which makes 20. So that is the estimation for 12.4 times 2.3 with front rounding. Okay, find the exact answer, 12.4 times 2.3. Type in your calculator, 12.4 times 2.3, and you should get 28.52. So at this point, we're now ready to work through the skills check. So please go back, take your worksheet, work through the skills check, and once you complete the skills check, go ahead and submit it, and then check to see which modules remain that you still haven't done. Again, this doesn't cover everything, but if you'll check the ones that remain, then you can get those. Hopefully you've cut out a lot of those.